What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back here with more Konosuba. I did tell you guys I'd drop a tier list now. I am kind of cheating a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the Konofan guide on this one, because I really just don't feel like I have the expertise at this point in time to make my own. Now, Konofan guide, if you're not familiar with this, there's like a whole Discord and everything associated. I'll put a link in the description and in the comments section, guys. Check out the guide. It's got so much more information. We'll be covering a lot of this stuff as the game drops, hopefully tonight, I believe. And we'll kind of we'll get more first-hand experience and a lot more stuff here. But I'm going to kind of utilize this guide. And big shout out to the people who make the Konofan guide, because this is absolutely, I don't even remember this person's name. I'm going to scroll up top and give them a shout out because they deserve it. Let's go up here to preface. So AMX on Discord, who made the Konofan guide, and Celeritas, I believe, is the person that got all the screenshots. So big shout out to them, big thanks to them for producing this, because as you can see, there's a ton of content over here. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the game. We'll cover all of that after the game drops, but I just want to talk about the playable characters and basically what units you're more or less looking for here. Now, obviously, you've got these units here. Like, I believe the top four need absolutely no introduction. But, I mean, basically any unit that you love from the series is going to have representation in the game. I believe there's a couple of actual unique people here we've got as well. At least faces that I don't recognize, but I haven't read the light novels, so fair enough on that one. But I love the Mitsurugi is up there. He kills me. Whis, Alyssa, Dust, who I actually don't recognize, but I might be drawing a blank on some of these characters. Erica, Cilio, Leah, and Rin. So all types of interesting units here. And then Amy, Mia, and Chris. Of course, Chris is the thief that teaches Cosmo the frickin' steal effect. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Okay, it does say here there's a couple different effects. So attacker specializes in attack moves, high attack power, and dagger is mobility. Sword gets slightly higher attack power compared to dagger. Spear, they say, is the worst weapon in the game. Well, at least they're point blank about it. Supports, heals, debuffs, or buffs team skills, and uses the wand. Mage, attack skills deal damage magic. Do note that normal attacks do elemental damage, uses the staff. Okay, so uses the staff weapon. So here we go. Here's the full tier list. All right. And we will get some overlapping characters eventually. But for right now, I believe that there's only one of each, unless I'm mistaken, in the game. But I know that, like, Megumin's going to get, like, another really crazy top-tier unit here before the game launches and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about all this, okay? So, once again, if you want to see the full tier list, I will drop it. I'll drop the actual Konofan guide in both the description and the comments, so y'all have access to it. But so you know now, when you're doing your rerolls, go check out my reroll guide on how to do that. It's really, really, really simple. These are the units you're looking for. Melissa is a triple S, and the only triple S. Says here her skill set can blind enemies, and increase her movement speed, which is absolutely insane. Her ultimate lowers enemies' defense. So that's pretty awesome. Like, she sounds busted as all hell. Iris provides substantial DPS to the enemy. Chris provides bind. There's where bind comes in. Defense debuff and stun to the enemy. Megumin dishes out high DPS to clear multiple enemies, and you'll see her mostly in the arena. So, once again, DPS and arena kind of makes sense. That's, I believe, the PvP section of this. Alright. So, A tier. A tiers all still do decent damage, have healing ability, but has less of an impact compared to S. So, really, if you're searching for a unit, you really want to keep it in the double S. You're really looking for Melissa, Chris, or Megumin. Who's the other? There's another one up there. Chris provides... Oh, Iris, too. Iris, Chris, and Megumin. Or if you get Melissa, that's great. Like, Melissa's the top one that you're looking for in your rerolls tonight. A-tier units, I'm not going to go over all of them. There's a whole bunch of them here. But honestly, with as easy as it is to reroll, remember, basically all you do is you go to the settings page, you just delete your profile, and then it goes back through it. It's not terribly time-consuming, But, you know, it's fairly easy to go through. And once again, I'll link the old reroll guide down below so you can kind of see that process. It's really, really, really simple. But basically what you're looking for Melissa. Melissa's that top unit there. She like it says here, her skills can blind enemies, increase her movement speed, and her ultimate lowers enemies' defenses, which makes, you know, basically everybody hit a lot harder. So that's kind of nice. That's insane. And if you get this unit out of the box, you're going to be absolutely stoked. Now, and it looks like here in total, we've got, what, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a handful of units, less than 20 units. So re-rolling for your triple S stat shouldn't be the end of the world, honestly. Shouldn't be the end of the world. I would honestly say Melissa, Iris, Chris, or Megamine, you want either one of those 4. If you do not like re-roll for them, if you're rolling for an A, I wouldn't recommend it. I would really stick with S or triple S stat. Now, it says here B units, great characters as subunits. There's ways you can like accrue units as subunits onto your main adventurer. Rin gets stronger in the future, but is definitely not the OG Rin. If you love these characters, roll for them, but they'll be great additions. That's all the C tiers. But honestly, like I said there, the B tier units can be used as subs. Basically, if you go up here to, they use Cosmo up here, and you've got like some slots down there where you can actually apply a sub unit onto him. Basically, like if you guys are familiar with the Danmachi game, how you can use assists on the main unit, it basically helps buff up your main adventurer. So I wouldn't reroll for the bees. I think we're gonna have plenty of opportunity to summon for those units. We're gonna get plenty of early quartz and things like that. So it probably would be best to spend your reroll time looking for either the S or the triple S stat. So that would be my 2 cents on this matter. So once again, to go over all the characters, we do have Cosmo, which I wouldn't be surprised if anybody wanted the Cosmo unit. Aqua, Megamine, and Darkness. Megamine is the only one up here that's actually currently recommended. Okay, Union, RA, Iris. Iris is another one. Iris was an A tier unit. Cecily, Mitsurugi, who hilariously wasn't even on that list. Wiz, Melissa, which I believe was one of the S tiers. Dust, Erica, Celio, Leah, Rin, Amy, Mia, and Chris. So once again, Melissa, definitely on the triple S stat. Melissa's like the top one you want to go for. Iris, Chris, and Megamine are all fantastic units. So when you're doing your reroll, these up there are the units that you're really, really, really looking for. I'll kind of come, like, once we got first hand on this, I'll go back and I'll remake this one more time so that we have everything we need to do. But remember, it's really, 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 really easy to reroll. All you got to do is go to your profile, delete the profile, go back into the game, and it basically takes you back through the first few steps, and you're actually able to just reroll. You're basically able to start over from scratch. So it makes it really, really, really super easy. Rerolling, we'll be doing a bunch of rerolling. The game should drop tonight around 10 p.m.-ish. I'll be live probably starting at 9 doing some Danmachi, and we'll switch over to Konosuba when it drops. Maybe it drops early. Hopefully it doesn't drop late. So long as it drops tonight, though, before, say, like midnight Eastern, I should be able to do at least a little bit. So, guys, check out the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe. Hit that old thumbs up button. We'll be recovering this over the weekend once we have a little bit more of that first-hand experience. I could talk a little bit more with my first-hand experience about this. But for now, big shout out to the people that make the Konofan guide. This is absolutely great. Once again, linked. Check them out. Join the Discord. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys tonight for the launch of the game. Presuming it happens on time, but I'm really hoping it does. I'm so psyched for this, guys.